I want to talk about these people. I'm sure you will recognise her. Her name is Nicola Bulley, and with her partner, Paul Ansell. But I do want to comment briefly on Nicola Bulley, because Paul Ansell, her partner, was at the London School of Economics last week giving a lecture. Well, what was Paul Ansell doing at the Fabian School? Because LSE is a Fabian school. So I thought that was quite an interesting place for him to give a lecture. For those who aren't familiar, Nicola Bulley disappeared on January the 27th, 2023, after taking her pet dog Willow for a walk along the River Wyre in Lancashire. It was big news. Drones, helicopters, river sweeps, police search dogs, all mobilised as part of the extensive missing person operation. It was a national and international story. And like Jay Slater, the lad from Lancashire who went missing on Tenerife and then was found in a ravine close to a month later. But like Jay Slater, this case will be used to shut down online commentary. And we know that we can't leave it to the authorities to just do the job, because there are consistent and persistent problems with the authorities. Actually, it's amazing what work can be undertaken online. It isn't just full of troll people online looking at cases. And the problem is what the authorities really want to do is they want to shut down legitimate commentary and legitimate debate. So people like me will be caught up in it. That's the intention. And it's easy to get people to hate so-called online trolls. It's less easy to get them to hate investigative journalists, right? Because we're doing our job. We are actually doing our job. But so are a lot of these people online. It's amazing how much information can be garnered online. Even police turn to online sleuths at times. But anyway, the problem is what they want to do is they want to sweep up everybody in this net. There are already laws, sufficient laws, to deal with people who behave in a malicious way online or do egregious things or are harassing or disruptive. We don't need any further. But what there was a report which was published by the College of Policing, which was actually back in November 2023. And it concluded that staff in the Lancashire Police Press Office struggled to cope with the tidal wave of interest that Nicola's case had generated. But the COP review considered it to be a mistake, that what happened was that the police press conferences, lots of people were allowed in, not just accredited journalists, lots of people. And the COP review considered this to be a significant mistake. It also determined that negative social media attention had a significant impact on levels of confidence in Lancashire Constabulary. Well, there was a reason for that. Lancashire Constabulary absolutely failed Nicola Bulley. They put out, it was unnecessary information. They suggested that she may have a drink problem. They talked about her being menopausal. All this stuff that was absolutely unnecessary for Lancashire Constabulary to put out, but they want to turn their ire on what was going on online. But it's the same thing that's going on with the Jay Slater case. And so what the authorities do is they get together people who are victims, such as Nicola Bulley's family, such as Jay Slater's family, and they realise that these are incredibly emotive topics, but that they can harness the grief and bereavement of these people in order to bring through further totalitarian measures, because the reality is the Online Safety Act isn't working quite how they wanted it to. To cut it very short, there was Paul Ansell at Fabian School at the LSE, talking about the impact that all of this had on him and his family. And we just know that this is the latest stage in the crackdown online. That is the reality. And the police, terrible as usual. Woody, absolutely appalling, the way that they dealt with this. And now they want to blame people on social media. I think that's very poor indeed.